So I often do videos about health and well-being, and occasionally, very occasionally, I'll do the odd one about autism. And this is one I want to do about autism and the people that live with day-to-day masking. Did you know it's exhausting? Trying to work out every day how to fit, muddle into this world and cope when you have no clue. And it's the little things, the things you take for granted. Getting a message out of the blue and spending over 15 hours not sleeping that night, trying to work out how to reply. Because I don't want to hurt the other person, but I needed to portray some information that was very important, that wasn't what they might wanted to hear or might have known. But I didn't want it to come across as blunt, and it turns out in the end it still was blunt, but I didn't mean it to. And then obviously I didn't sleep well last night because I was worried about the bluntness. And I didn't want to hurt my friendship that I had there. And I don't know if other people struggle with this, but this is how my body masks to cope with it. Knowing when to respond, knowing when not to respond. Every day getting peopled out. And I enjoy spending time with people. I'm one of the few that do. But I get peopled out, I get exhausted, and I have days where I just need to be with me. I need some me time. And it can be exhausting every day, masking. Trying to muddle through social norms, manners, rudeness, other people's social norms, other people's stuff. We all have stuff going on in our heads. You never know what the other person's going through. So when somebody bumps into me in the street, I never go, ugh, because, well, I don't know what's going on with their life. You know, the person that might be rushing somewhere in the car, maybe they are driving like an idiot. Maybe that's just how they drive, but then maybe they're rushing off to an emergency. My mind goes to scenarios and I have to let it go because I need to for my well-being. Masking is one of the hardest things an autistic person has to learn. And some people will say, well, why learn it at all? Why do it at all? Because the alternative is a very, very lonely, segregated life where you don't tend to get along with anything. And after a while, you get sick of your own company. Not everyone on the spectrum does, but this person does. And that's the thing. I'm not talking for everybody on the spectrum. I'm talking for this person on the spectrum. Because I have a very good mask that people forget. This person is on the spectrum. This person is neurodiverse. This person struggles. And I find it very hard sometimes to be everybody's rock, to be everybody's go-to, and not get overwhelmed myself. Now, this isn't a pity video. This is a video to tell people that maybe you know somebody who's on the spectrum, and quite often you'll find that where you've got a young person on the spectrum, you've got a parent that spent 20 to 30 years also on the spectrum masking. And that parent probably gets very overwhelmed, but that's somebody's rock, somebody's strong to, somebody's go-to, who's constantly liaising. So this is think about not just those kids and young adults on the spectrum, but there may very well be a parent there whose mask is excellent, who probably spends 15 hours, half the night, thinking about their kids, worrying about the next steps, about the next interaction they're going to have to deal with, taking hours to learn how to write back to their text because they don't know how it's going to be received. Think about all those parents, all those people with those strong masks, and you will find most of them are female, I'm afraid. Most of them are female with strong masks. Think about them and think, how can I take that pressure off just a little bit? I hope this helps somebody out there. Take care.